Alright guys, I'm back at it here with another video. I want to take the time to wish everybody a happy Memorial Day. Uh, Everybody be safe, whatever you may be doing out there. Me, myself, my son had to work, so he has my car, so needless to say, I'm not doing much of nothing. But anyways, we're going to get started. Alright, first we got this first pot right here. As you can see, everything's grown good and got thicker. The little daisies has died off this past week, but every time it rains, they swivel up anyways. But they die off and more comes on. Um, I like these ones right here. They never come back the same color. Like that one's got more purple, and the other one's got more white. Makes them so unique. They're so pretty that way. The ivy, it's got like 3 or 4 pieces growing in this one. The ones that's not supposed to be in the sun has really took off. They're growing. They're supposed to be shaded, but they get partially shade here in the afternoon. I mean, in the mornings to the evening rolls around. Then it gets sunny on this side of the house. And these things here just get thicker and thicker, which that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to thicken the pot and just grow kind of wild, and just cover the whole pots. And so far, that one's doing a great job. All right, let's move on. If I can get up out of the chair. The onions has really took off this week. They're bigger and bigger. The bulbs are getting a lot bigger. And one of the ones I didn't think was coming up finally shot its way out. It's still little, but it's taken off. Only had one in here that didn't grow, and that's this one right here. See that one down under here? That one didn't make it. He was a dud. So, but as you can see by the looks of this one, where the squirrel's been digging around them, we've had a time with them this week, big time. But as you can see, they're really getting thick on the bottoms, so the bulbs are really growing big onions already. But yeah, the squirrels just give me a fit all week. They work me to death. And then the morning glory that's in here has got thicker. It's got more room. It took over, covered up this poor little plant down here. But as you can see, by the dirt on the outside and all around it, the squirrel's been in here. And it rained last night, so it had to happen this morning. Thank you to my squirrels. All right, that's that pot. And as you can see, none's open right now, but I've got a bunch fixing to open all across the morning glory. Next, we got this one. This is the lavender. It's gotten thicker and bigger. And as you can see, these little 2 different ones, the one that's not supposed to be in the sun, this one, and the other one right here, are really growing, some new growth and taking off. The red one just keeps blooming and getting bigger and bigger and taller. They're really growing, doing good. But that's them 2 pots and the pot of onions. Then the one that really took off this week too was this one right out here. Right on it. Oh, there's this one right out here. See how much thicker and all the new bulk that's on this thing? It has really grown like crazy this week. It's not getting too tall yet, but the blooms is really coming in on it. And there's a lot more waiting to come right here and here and back here. So it's doing good. And I've not even been watering that one that much. I seem to miss it all the time for some reason. And then we got this tomato that's in here. It has really took off this week. It's got a lot bigger. The poor little watermelon is trying to die, but see all them little holes? That's where the squirrel has dug him out like 4 or 5 times this week. And I didn't find it till it was roasting in the sun, so it ain't doing too great. The pepper's starting to recover if they'll leave it alone. It's trying to recover. But as you can see, the squirrels have been all around it and making their way known through it. But you know, they've been around the tomato too, but not, the tomato's struggling, but it's making it, but it's fixing to bloom. If you look right here, this is blooms. It's fixing to open up and be blooming. So we'll be getting tomatoes on before long. All right, moving on. Next we have this one, and the one that's not supposed to be in the sun has really grown and dropped off the side and taken over like crazy. This one here is still doing pretty good. This one here just keeps blooming and with different colors. I mean, it's yellow and peach looking and red. I mean, it's really neat. That's that little ground cover stuff, I call it. But it's really doing good, as you can see. Then we got this pot. And this pot is not getting as thick as the other one, but the plants is taking off good, you know, coming on with new blooms, and the old ones is dying off like they're supposed to. This is the other ground cover stuff. It's really growed. The lavender's growed like a bunch of little pieces in here and there, taking off. The morning glories really took over. It's fixing to bloom everywhere, and that's that one. And then I found out I was supposed to be cutting up all the dead blooms off this rose bush. So I started doing that, and they're coming in and out. I mean, right now we've not got that many on because I've cut a bunch of it out. But it looks like I got more now since it rained last night. More blooms is coming off. I always knock the pillows off and let them lay right beside it. But I'll come out here with the scissors and all these dead blooms places, I'll cut all them off. There's new ones coming on already. Back here, different places. I mean, in a day it'll be full again. So, but it's doing all right. It's not trying to die yet. So, and I've never had a rose bush, so I don't know how my luck could go with it. We just have to wait and see. Then out here, we have the cucumbers. They've really done good this past week. They're blooming now, taking over. This one's got so long, it's starting to, I'm gonna start letting it climb the post down here. If you can see the blooms down there underneath it, the yellow. And this one right here is really blooming. It's got like 4 or 5 on it. It'll be having cucumbers all over it. So they're taking off good. See how this one's already got it, gonna wrap around the post already. I usually let it climb the post where I can see the cucumbers. That way I can pick them off and don't have to bend over so much. But I let it do that. The pepper, he's making it. He's not growing as quick as the cucumbers, but he's making it. And then the tomatoes just went nuts. For some reason, right in this area, the tomatoes every year go crazy. I'm gonna keep them just a little bit higher than what they are now, and then I'm gonna start cutting the tops out of them. Because last year they were like 4 to 5 foot tall. They were like trees, and I don't want that this year. And as you can see, the dude mowed the grass cuttings all over my plants. So I've been out here trying to recuperate them. And this pepper here, it's fixing to bloom in the middle. It's growing a little bit better than the other one. But they're supposed to be sweet pepper. The green sweet pepper is what they're supposed to be. And I forgot what kind of tomatoes I planted. I think they're all different, but I went and swear to it. None of them's cherry tomatoes though, because I don't care much for those. A lot of people say plant the cherry tomatoes, but I just don't like them. All right, let's go to this piece. Then out here, the cucumbers has really took off. These are the ones my dad brought me. They're starting to vine out and grow leaves and take off. Getting bigger. I didn't even know the leaves on a cucumber got that big, but they're taking off. I hope it's cucumbers and don't end up being squash. He buys some of his seeds and his plants from the Amish. So if they mislabel something, I'm allowed to have anything. Then we have a cucumber here that's blooming. This is the first one I planted out here. And then our potatoes has really done good. They've really popped up the whole little row I planted. Only planted one little row about, I don't know, about 3 or 4 foot. I just wanted to see if they'll grow. And they're starting to take off like crazy. The onions, as you can see, the onions tops is going crazy, but the bottoms keep on growing. We do have one that's died off. I don't know what's up with that, but I'll show you what it is, whether it's living and doing good or dying and looking like crap. But that one is definitely looking like crap. I don't know what's going on with that one. Maybe it'd be too much water, because the water does flow down through that little trough. I don't know. And then the watermelon here, this one's doing good. It's got some new growth coming in, as you see right here and down here. Both of them are all new leaves coming on, so it's doing good. The other one's got some new growth and it's coming in, but it's slow on the go on that one. And the cantaloupe, it's doing all right. It's got a couple leaves that's died off at the bottom. It's got me a little alarmed, but they may have been up under the dirt a little bit at first, so I don't know. But that's the way everything's doing this week. Everything's looking good and green and healthy. The dude mowed my grass and left trimmings everywhere. He didn't even weed eat around the little flags they put up. They're going to be building a fence somewhere on the north side of this house, wherever that is, for a hedge fence or something he called it. So I don't know, bush fence or something. I don't know exactly what he's building. I don't care if he builds one the whole way down through here. Don't bother me. I don't own the property and don't care what he does. But dude mowed, and his cutter don't do worth a dime, though. It leaves a bunch of grass throwed everywhere. I don't like the way his mower's been done. But he mows when it's wet. It just rained and it's still pretty wet out here, and he mowed anyways. He blowed the crap all over the sidewalk and left it. They used to take the blower and blow it off, but now he's gotten lazy this year and he don't do it. He partially does his job. I don't know what it is with people that has jobs and don't want to do their job. I don't understand that. But that's the way it goes most of the time. But anyways, that's how the gardening's going. And now I'll talk about health. I'm doing a little better for the ones that wants to know. My legs are on the mends. They're healing and doing pretty good. The swelling's all out of them now. I ain't got to worry about no more blisters at the moment. I'm able to walk a little better. I just ain't been out and made a cemetery video yet because I don't have a phone at the present to record out anywhere. So until I get one, which I'm hoping will be this coming week, I'm not sure. And if I can get it all lined up and get one bought, then I will be heading out to a cemetery next week, about the end of next week, I hope. And go from there, see how much I can do now. I mean, seems like since the legs has went down and stuff, I'm able to stand just a hair longer and walk just a hair a little bit further. So maybe I can get a few more stones in than what I did in my last video. But we'll be going back to the same cemetery and recording some more there, because we just barely touched it when I went there the first time. Well, when I went back there the first time, you know what I'm saying? The last video I made at the cemetery. So we will be going back there and doing some more of it. I don't know if I'll do much on the new section because I think they're still burying there, and I don't want to offend anybody by getting a newly death and hurt the family. I don't want to do that. That's not my goal. My goal is to bring light to the old stones and the ones, that's been gone for 100+ years. I don't want none that's like a year ago or a month ago or nothing like that. I find that to be, in a way, offensive, and don't like to record people that just passed. But anyways, guys, figured I'd fill you in on what's going on. But hopefully, fingers crossed, prayers, everybody wants to pray for it. Hopefully we'll get a phone this coming week and get back at it. Because, I mean, my breathing's been a little better. Oh, there goes a bunny across the road way over there at my neighbor's house. There goes a squirrel right behind him. I don't know if the squirrel's chasing the bunny. It is chasing the bunny. I've never seen that before, a squirrel being chasing a bunny rabbit. But, yeah, that little sucker, I was going to tell you about him. And it's probably him that's doing it. I can be here all day, and he won't touch nothing. Go in the house or whatever and get me a drink, sit down for an hour or two, and come back out. Nothing bothered. I can leave and go down the road 5 minutes and come straight back to the house, and he has tore up everything while I was gone. I don't know how in the world that thing knows when I'm gone and when I'm not. But my dad's supposed to be bringing me something here that's not supposed to be harmful to animals, but all the animals, it repels all animals. So I don't know when he's going to bring it. He's got it and supposed to be bringing me some of it. Probably tomorrow, because today's a holiday, and usually on holidays he'll have most of the family over and celebrate with a dinner and all this stuff. And I don't ever go to much of anything, though. I'm not able in a way, so I don't never try to go. But anyways, it's supposed to be stuff that repels all animals, so we're going to put it in some pots and try it, because I've run out of cinnamon red pepper. So as that, it only works till it rains. I don't know if this other stuff lasts more, if it rains or not. I don't know. He didn't really say much about it. He just said you put some around your plants, and it repels all animals. So, and it's not supposed to be poisonous, because I don't like anything that kills anything. But that's over the weekend, I've been seeing these little spiders in the house, and I hate spiders. They freak me out. I just can't stand them. I don't like any bug in the house, period. So I try to keep everything out. And I seen a couple spiders. One was within a foot or two of my bed on my lampshade, and I seen it one morning when I was getting up. First, I didn't think it was a spider, and I seen it, and I freaked out, and I smacked it with my shoe. Well, I smacked it perfectly that it landed right in my trash can. So I tied that bag up, and that was in the trash can as tight as I can get it, thinking, this little sucker's not coming back out at me, period. Try to suffocate him or whatever. I don't care what kind of spider it is. I don't like spiders. Well, over this past weekend, I told my son he'd killed one in the bathroom. Well, he just seen one yesterday while he was in there. He was doing some dishes, he was mopping the floor in the kitchen while my daughter-in-law was doing some dishes. And he seen one in the laundry room. And he said, Dad, if you'd have seen that spider and how big it was, it'd have freaked you out. And I'm like, yeah. Did you kill it? He says, yeah, of course I killed it. And because he don't like spiders either. And I said, well, I'm going down. I'm going to see what I can get that'll get rid of the spiders in the house. I can't stand this. So I went down, and I had to make sure it was pet friendly, because it's the cat. And I also wanted stuff that, wouldn't leave an odor in my room and in the house, and something that would dry quick, and that way it'd be working. It works up to a month. So I found something. It was like $25 for a gallon jug, which I don't care if it was $50 a gallon. I'd buy it, because I cannot stand spiders. So I sprayed my room yesterday, closed my door where the varmint couldn't get in there, and put a towel in front of my door to the little crack at the bottom. And he wanted to leave my window open. I said, no, you got to go close the windows and everything. Get everything airtight where it kills and works. I sprayed inside my closet real heavy, because I was thinking, what if I go to put on my shoes or something, and they're in my shoes? One might be in my shoe, and it bites me in the foot. Or I go to put a shirt on, and it bites me in the back or something. And I'm thinking, no. Being diabetic, I done got enough problem with things trying to heal. And I'm like, no, I don't want to take no chances with no spiders. So we sprayed over the weekend inside the house. And I even made him come outside and spray around the door, around the dryer vent, because they have to be coming in between the door and around one of the vents or the drains in the house, because this house is so airtight that if you don't have the air conditioning, the heat, or a fan or something running in there, you suffocate. Because all the air and oxygen seems like it goes completely out of the place when it's closed up. The windows are so tight around it, it's insane. You can leave one open and it'll be windy or something, and it'll be like howling just through that little crack. I mean, it's how airtight this place is. But I don't want no bugs in the house. I don't like ants, which I did find out a remedy to ants if you ever get little ants in your house or whatever ants they are. Black pepper. They don't like the smell of black pepper and they'll leave. Because we had some of like flying ants and regular ants come in. And they come in around the air conditioner, through that air conditioner drain pipe. And I told my son, I said, hand me the black pepper. Because I had looked that up online. And it said use regular black pepper. Well, I poured black pepper all over the floor. Because, I mean, they were all over my kitchen floor one morning. So I poured it all over the floor. And we went to bed, got up. Well, that was at night. I mean, well, early in the morning, like 2 in the morning when me and my son seen them. It just so happened we both ended up at the same time for some reason. And we both seen them in the kitchen. Well, I looked it up online and seen that, and I put that black pepper down. I got up at, I think it was like 5:30, something like that. Every one of them was dead. It kills them, and ones that don't kill, it makes them take off and leave. Well, they were dead all over the floor, so I swept them up, and I left one little seam around the air conditioner and that drain pipe, and until this day, there's been no more ants come up in my house. So, you know, sometimes it does pay to look online for remedies on things to see if it'll work. I just couldn't wait on the spiders, though. I had to have something that worked immediately. You know, I couldn't wait because, I mean, I had looked it up. Well, no, I didn't look it up. My daughter-in-law did something about mint oil and all of this stuff. I ain't got time to wait on potions to see if it's going to work. I just went down and got something I know is going to work. This is by Orca, so I know it's a good brand. And I'm pretty sure it's going to kill what I need to kill. So that's what I was after. Because I do not want no spiders in my house. I do not want to be bitten by a spider. No, thank you. My mother-in-law got bit one time by a brown recluse. And it bit her in the stomach. And where that spider bit her, it killed all the tissue in her stomach. They couldn't cut it out or anything. So she had like 25 pounds. She was a bigger woman, and it was dead flesh that they couldn't do nothing with, that it killed every bit of the flesh in there. I mean, you know, something like that I don't need, so. But anyways, guys, I'm going to get off here. I just wanted to tell you a little bit of bull crap and shoot the breeze a minute, but everything's going good. I'm hoping to get out, like I said, to get a video made in the cemetery, because I miss it bad. It drives me nuts not being able to be out in the cemetery. I do love it. I love it recording. I love sharing the videos. I mean, I don't even care about posting them because the monetizing junk and making that little $1 a month or whatever it is off of the videos. I don't care about that junk. I have not even turned the monetizing stuff on the last 4 or 5 videos. I don't care about all that junk. I just enjoy getting out and doing it. But I'm hoping by another month, if everything keeps going good and I'm back to walking decent, going back to some that's like an hour or two away that I was working on before everything happened, because I had a bunch picked out to do. One was a Union Baptist way out, and I don't know, it's like 2 hours away. So I do plan on going back out on the road some and doing some videos. I just got to make sure I'm back to walking good, and I don't have to worry about following and all that, because I have been unstable on my legs and feet for a bit, but starting to build up a little bit now. So we'll see how everything keeps going. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go, and everybody have a wonderful day. Like I said, in the ones in the U.S., have a happy Memorial Day. Stay safe, and do not drink and drive. I don't recommend that to anybody. That's something that is very dangerous. But anyways, everybody stay safe, and everybody have a wonderful day or evening, whatever it may be for you. And peace. I'm out.